Welcome to the Future of Customer Experience series with Accenture Interactive. I'm here talking to Stephen Hamill about content strategy and management. So Stephen, content is everywhere. How has that changed the way organisations interact and engage with their customers on a one-to-one basis?
I suspect it's the other way round. It's the need to talk to audiences across multiple channels that demands the amount of content. And this notion of personalisation, which is a reality now. If we look at the organisations that are doing really well, that organisations that are really starting to outpace their competitors, they're really getting content well. They understand content, they understand messaging, they're very clear on what it is they're trying to say to their audience, and they're very capable through analytics of understanding what their audience's intention is and hitting the mark with that messaging.
Why is content so crucial to building a strong customer experience?
Content's your voice to your audience. You don't want to be blasting a message, just broadcasting it to everybody. You need to understand who your audience is and what it is that they're intending on doing. Whether you're a university or whether you're a brand, whether you sell cars or flights, whatever it is that you do, you need to understand what your audience is doing and build a relationship around trust. And the content that you have creates the engagement and the trust that you have with that audience.
There's so much content around and consumers are expecting a consistently high level of quality, no matter what purpose that content serves. What challenges does that bring in terms of creating content, the cost of it and the distribution?
With any conversation, it's an evolving message, and the CMO is trying to talk to an audience daily and participate in their life and trying to engage them in such a meaningful way that they need to find fresh content and something that resonates with the audience, not just at a single point in time, but throughout their entire life journey with the organisation. CMOs are really trying to figure this out and trying to get this right and trying to bring together a machine that helps them talk to the audience in an appropriate way, that senses and adapts to the requirement of the customer.
How do organisations make the most out of their content?
People are expecting beautiful engagements. They're expecting us to understand exactly what their intentions are. Even though we might have people coming to our store or to our Facebook page for many, many different reasons, each of them has a different intention. And understanding that intention through analytics gives us the opportunity to communicate and target very clearly what we're saying to them.
When it comes to that asset management process, where are you seeing it work really well for a client?
Well, where we see it really work well is when the client has a very defined strategy and where they're decoupling the content production from the content management. What I mean by that is we have these agencies that are very, very talented, creating beautiful, meaningful artwork, what we call the master assets. And when we need to chop that up and make it different sizes for different file formats and different video codecs, etc., different resolutions for different devices, that can all be industrialized effectively. And we can create sort of process around ingesting that, managing it, putting the metadata on it, in what we like to think of as perhaps a black box. So content in one side, beautifully managed data is available for the marketer on the other side.
Thank you so much for your time, Stephen.
My pleasure.
If you want to know any more about content strategy and management, you can click on the link below.